Can you gain more muscle without working out? The answer is actually yes. And I'm going to show you two scientific studies that prove it. What's up, everybody? Mike Dolce, four-time world MMA trainer of the year. And I'm going to break down how you can hack your health with one simple tip that sounds familiar, but the science is pretty darn compelling. When we talk about building muscle, we all picture dudes in the gym, right? Strength training and getting swole and endless reps and all that stuff. And that's kind of fun. But at the same time, who has time for that? Especially me. I'm almost 50 years old now. I don't have the time to be in the gym nearly like I had before I had kids, before I was married, before I had work and all the other stuff. If I can get to the gym 3 times a week and have a pretty good workout, I'm super happy about that. But even then, I had some back injuries last year that are still lingering. I can't even really train the way I would like to. But how have I been able to maintain my muscle mass and actually get leaner during the last year, where literally for 12 months, I couldn't strength train at all? I'm just starting back light training. I call it my Jane Fonda workouts. What is the tip? So my team and I, we've been doing a ton of research. And when we started Stronger Supplements, everything went into evidence-based science. Every formula we created had to be evidence-based. And as we were going down the path of scientific studies, random controlled trials on protein supplementation and best practices, we came across two very interesting studies. The first study is called The Effects of Whey Protein Supplements on 4-Week Resistance Induced Improvements in Muscle Mass and Muscular Function. Now, let me break this down very simply for you. And I'm going to make this video pretty fast here. So thank you for hanging out. So here's what the researchers did. They took 32 young men, right? Young men. They locked them in on a controlled diet. Every single person in the group ate only what they were given, literally only what they were given. Then they trained 6 days a week, 1 hour a day, fully supervised. Everyone in the trial ate exactly the same, trained exactly the same, macros exactly the same. Everything was the same, except half the group drank a whey protein isolate shake every day. The other group, they got a placebo. Both groups trained hard, ate perfectly, but only the whey group gained a significant amount more muscle mass in just 4 weeks. And also, their strength markers all went up. Now, the researchers said that they had significant increases in muscle tissue and strength gains while only consuming whey protein isolate and all other things being equal. That's pretty darn compelling. So now as we move through, and I have these up here so I don't misquote anything, study number 2 is now taking a group of older gentlemen who have had cardiac issues and cannot exercise at all. These are both 2023 studies, so they're both recent. So what this study shows, and it was called The Effects of Whey Protein Isolate on Body Composition, Muscle Mass, and Strength of Chronic Heart Failure Patients, right? And I'll drop these two studies below this video so you can go and do your own research. Please definitely do. Now, this trial, it took older gentlemen with chronic heart failure. The average age was in the mid-60s. They did not add exercise. These guys couldn't exercise. They didn't change their lifestyle routines. The only change was half the group got 1 daily serving again of a whey protein isolate of 30 grams. And 30 grams of whey isolate, that's kind of the magic dose, by the way. You can split it into 2 15s, a 20 and a 10, or you can just go, 30 grams at once. So 30 grams for 12 weeks. So the first study with the young men was 4 weeks where they gained more muscle, more strength on whey protein isolate. The second study is 12 weeks with older gentlemen not working out at all. Here's what happened. The whey protein isolate group of older gentlemen gained 0.6 kilograms of skeletal muscle, which is over 1 pound of lean functional muscle tissue in just 12 weeks. That is impressive. Now, people say it's only a pound. No, this is 1 pound of pure muscle tissue. And when you go to the grocery store, look for a 16-ounce cut of lean sirloin. That's a lot. Stack that on your, cut it in half, put half on this shoulder, half on this shoulder. That's a lot of tissue, right? The average professional bodybuilder, they're trying to gain maybe 4 pounds of muscle tissue in an entire year taking all the steroids. So for an older gentleman, not lifting weights at all, not losing muscle, actually gaining 1 pound of muscle in 12 weeks, that's incredible. So additionally, this older gentleman group, their body fat percentage went down during the same period of time. Their waist circumference shrank. So now they recompositioned their body. No exercise, no real dietary change other than consuming a whey protein isolate. And even their hand grip strength increased. We hear Dr. Peter Attia talk about longevity correlation to hand grip strength. The placebo group in this study, no change. No muscle gain, no fat loss, no body composition, no strength, no nothing. So, what is the takeaway from this? The takeaway is a whey protein isolate is the most bioavailable form of amino acid ingestion outside of whole food. But why do we talk about whey protein isolate? Now, I wrote about whey protein isolate in 2007's version of our 3 Weeks to Shredded book. That's almost 20 years ago, based upon the 10 years of my career prior to writing that, right? From 1997, that's when I was working with elite athletes. I opened this business, my training business, in 93, right? So when we talk about whey protein isolate allows you maximum exposure to the essential amino acids to build muscle tissue at the lowest total caloric intake. What does this mean? When you go eat a piece of steak, a piece of fish, some eggs, those are great, and we suggest those, but those actually come with additional calories. The egg yolk, the saturated fat inside the steak, the fats inside the salmon, not bad, but there is an excessive amount of calories also in that. And a whey protein isolate is extremely bioavailable. Whey protein isolate, the amino acids actually are able to be digested and enter the bloodstream within 10 minutes of ingestion. So a great way to take whey protein isolate is in a semi-fasted state. First thing in the morning, you down a whey protein isolate, those amino acids get in your system rapidly. Maybe it's post your fasted list, which is awesome. I love taking my whey protein isolate immediately after my fasted list, before I take my shower, before I move on to my breakfast bowl. And I drink my whey protein isolate during my workout, and I drink it alone. Like, I like to drink my whey isolate at the end of my workout when I'm in my warm down phase. I'm moving on to like forearms and calves or abs or something like that. And then the last time I like my whey isolate is at night before bed. Whey isolate, and I'll show another study. Drinking whey isolate before bed, number one, it provides a new influx of amino acids that help go to repair, regenerate, rebuild muscle tissue, but also it has a blunting force on blood sugar, right? So this is all amazingly helpful opportunities for the lowest possible caloric ingestion of protein, and that would be a whey isolate. Now, whey concentrate, a casein, that's garbage. Those are garbage forms of whey protein. They're very cheap. They're inexpensive for the manufacturer, but they're very cheap from the quality of ingredients. And most popular companies, most big companies, they sell you a casein or a concentrate, and they price it extremely high. That just pads their margins. The most effective form, and you can go look at bioavailability studies, so you believe me. I mean, hopefully you do believe me because you're here. Whey isolate is much more bioavailable. Whey isolate per gram yields over 90% pure amino acids per gram, where a casein and a concentrate only yields 30 to 60% max. So let's say 45% of amino acids per gram. The rest, junk filler, right? So if you're getting 20 grams of a whey isolate and you're getting 20 grams of a whey concentrate, over 90% of the gram, which is the weight, grams are weights, over 90% of the weight of that gram is packed with amino acids from an isolate. When you're getting 20 grams of a concentrate or a casein, only approximately 45% of the weight of that ingestion is the actual amino acids. The rest are filler. So it's not even same to same. A tub of whey isolate, like our Stronger Whey, a tub of whey isolate has 2 to 3 times more amino acids per gram than a tub of a concentrate or a casein, which it blows my mind. And I have to do a better job of educating you guys and educating the public on this. Right? So my choice has always been a whey protein isolate. It's never a concentrate. It's never a casein. Like there's just no reason to take that. I'll do a whole video on that. Now, if you guys have questions, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to further discuss with you. I want to hear what your thoughts are. If you have any pushback, you feel differently, leave them in the comments below. So now we're running a deal over at Stronger Supplements. Bam, right there. For our organic vanilla whey isolate, our organic chocolate whey isolate. At Stronger Supplements, our promise to you is 100% all natural, evidence-based, clinically dosed sports supplements, zero synthetics ever. There are zero synthetics in our supplements. Zero. Zero garbage, zero crap. Everything we give you is the highest quality, most premium sourced ingredients in the exact ratios and dosages that are proven by science, right? That's why we say evidence-based, clinically dosed, all natural, zero synthetics ever. So it's Stronger Supplements. If you care what you put into your body, well, you want to use Stronger Supplements. I don't know of any other sports supplement company or even health supplement company that has our level of attention to details and quality and our assistance on zero synthetics ever. Right. So give our Stronger whey protein isolate a try. Check out our micronized creatine monohydrate. Check out Burn Rate, our 4-phase fat burner, proven effective by the world's greatest athletes for over 20 years, which is awesome. And then our new collagen peptides are launching on October 1st, 2025, depending on when you see this video. Again, any questions, guys, leave them below. If you wouldn't mind, give this a thumbs up, engage in the comments below for the algorithm. Let's try and get this channel starting to move again, but always ask me questions. I am here for you. I am your coach. I want to give you as much information as possible to help you live a better life. If I can provide some supplements to you that are of the highest quality, hey, that's great. But I'm here to just help you, drive value to you, and I appreciate you being here. Until next time.